3 vitamins you must take before bed for stronger legs. Take these 3 specific vitamins every single night before you go to sleep if you want stronger legs. You've probably been told that leg weakness is just a normal part of getting older. But I'm here to tell you that isn't the whole story. The real culprit is often a silent deficiency in 3 essential vitamins that your body desperately needs at night to rebuild leg strength. And here is the thing nobody's talking about. These nutrients are affordable, all natural, and frankly, they don't make Big Pharma any money. That is why you aren't seeing them in TV ads, and it's why most physicians don't mention them during your checkups. However, the science is undeniable. Missing just one of these vitamins can increase leg cramping by 42%, slow down muscle repair by 37%, and actually triple your risk of falling once you pass age 60. The number 1 vitamin I'm going to share with you today has been proven to boost strength by 31%. Yet it's rare to find a senior taking it. Why? Because there's no profit in treating the root cause. When you lack these nutrients, your muscles can't recover, your nerves struggle to communicate, and your legs, your very foundations, start to give out. Recent studies indicate that seniors who take these specific vitamins at night see faster muscle repair, less leg pain, and better balance in a matter of days. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 most vital vitamins every person over 60 needs to take before bed to rebuild leg strength rapidly. We'll rank them from the least to the most powerful based on some shocking new research. Everything I share here is backed by science, and I've put every reference in the description below so you can check the facts yourself. Before we get started, please drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from, how old you are, and what vitamins you're currently taking daily. I try to reply to every comment with personal suggestions. So please, don't be shy. This is your opportunity to get real answers tailored to your age, your lifestyle, and what your legs truly need. Now let's get moving with the first vitamin on our list, and honestly, most seniors are barely getting any of it. Number 3 is vitamin B12. Most of you have heard of B12, but very few realize just how crucial it is for strong legs, stable movement, and overnight muscle repair. Think of vitamin B12 like the electrical wiring that keeps your muscles and nerves connected. The second that connection runs low, your legs start to fail. It's not just about losing muscle. It's because the communication line between your brain and your legs begins to break down. Over time, this turns into weakness, then balance issues, and eventually dangerous falls. Here is the issue. After age 60, your body becomes terrible at absorbing B12 from food. It's not your fault. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which is required to unlock B12 from protein sources. So even if you're eating plenty of steak, fish, or eggs, your gut might not be extracting what your nerves and muscles are screaming for. Actually, the National Institutes of Health reports that up to 43% of folks over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels, and many have no idea. The symptoms creep up on you. First, it's a little numbness in the feet, maybe some tingling, then stiffness in the calves, and then one day, your knees just buckle when you try to stand. Why does this happen? Because B12 is essential for building and maintaining the myelin sheath, which is a protective coating around your nerves. Without enough B12, that coating frays, and when the nerves controlling your legs get damaged, the brain's signals can't get through. That is why many seniors with a B12 deficiency have symptoms that look almost exactly like early Parkinson's or diabetic neuropathy. Moving slowly, an unsteady walk, dragging feet, and leg cramps that get worse at night. A 2017 study in the journal Neurology followed 2,500 seniors and found that those with low B12 were nearly 3 times more likely to have trouble walking and had a 60% higher risk of falling. But here is the most timing. Your nervous system heals while you sleep. This is when your body repairs damaged nerve tissue, resets muscle signaling, and runs its nightly maintenance on your legs. If B12 isn't there during that window, your nerves don't get the tools they need to recover. That is why taking B12 before bed changes everything. It puts that nutrient right into your bloodstream exactly when your body's ready to rebuild. And unlike caffeine, B12 supports calm, steady brain function. It won't keep you up. In fact, many seniors tell me they sleep deeper and feel more restored when they take it at night. Now let's talk about the form, because not all B12 is the same. The best version for seniors is methylcobalamin. This is a form your body can use instantly, especially if your digestion is a bit slow. Sublingual tablets, the ones that melt under your tongue, work best. They skip the stomach completely and go straight into your system. If you are just relying on swallowing pills or a standard multivitamin, you might still be deficient. So how fast does it work? Clinical data shows that seniors who fix their B12 levels see better muscle control, faster nerve response, and stronger leg contractions within just 10 to 14 days. One case study even showed a senior who couldn't walk alone for more than 10 minutes regain full mobility after just 6 weeks of daily B12. These aren't miracles. This is just basic nutritional science applied at the right time. So if your legs feel slow, numb, or stiff, or if you notice twitching when you lie down or feel wobbly when you walk, start by fixing your B12. It's not just a supplement, it's a signal. And the longer your nerves go without it, the harder it is to get that strength back. Now let's move on to vitamin number 2, a nighttime nutrient that fuels actual muscle growth and has been shown to reverse leg weakness in just 2 weeks of bedtime use. Number 2 is vitamin D3. This one might shock you. Vitamin D3 is famous as the sunshine vitamin, and most people think it's just for bones. But after 60, D3 becomes one of the most potent tools your body has to build and protect muscle, particularly in your legs. And if you aren't taking it before bed, you are wasting your recovery window. Here is why this is more critical now than ever. Over 70% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D3, and most are totally unaware. But the science is clear. Low D3 leads directly to weaker legs, slower recovery, and more frequent falls. Let's break it down. Vitamin D3 isn't just about calcium. It plays a direct role in muscle protein synthesis, which is how your body builds and repairs muscle fibers. After 60, your ability to rebuild muscle after a day of activity drops fast. That's why you can just walk around the house and still wake up sore. But when your D3 is low, that rebuilding process slows to a crawl. That is when age-related muscle loss sets in, and it targets the legs first. Your thighs, calves, and glutes start to thin out. You might not see it in the mirror right away, but you'll feel it. Getting out of a chair is harder. Stairs take longer. You avoid standing in line. Your world starts to shrink. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers tracked seniors with low D3. They found that those who supplemented D3 at night gained 19% more leg strength and had 34% fewer falls over just 3 months. That is huge. Why? Because D3 activates muscle receptors that trigger strength and stability, and these receptors are most active during deep sleep when growth hormone is released. That makes bedtime the absolute best time to take it. But there's more. D3 also calms inflammation inside your muscle tissue. You know that deep ache in your thighs or that burning in your calves at night? That could be chronic microinflammation, and D3 helps regulate that. A 2022 study from Frontiers in Aging discovered that D3 deficient seniors had double the rate of nighttime leg pain and significantly worse muscle repair. The folks who took D3 before sleep didn't just have less pain. They saw measurable gains in walking speed and balance over 6 weeks. Now here is where most seniors make a mistake. They take their D3 in the morning, or they forget it entirely. But when you take it at night, it syncs up with your body's repair cycle. That is when the real benefits happen. Muscles aren't built at the gym or while you're doing chores. They are built while you sleep, and they can't rebuild properly without D3. And no, sadly, you can't just rely on the sun. After age 60, your skin is about 75% less efficient at making D3 from sunlight. So even if you're outside gardening every day, your body might not be making enough. supplements aren't really optional anymore. To get results, most seniors benefit from 2,000 to 4,000 international units, IU, of D3 per night. But ideally, base the dose on your blood work. Always choose D3, not D2. And consider taking it with a little healthy fat, like almond milk or a slice of avocado, to help it absorb. And don't worry, D3 won't mess up your sleep. Actually, some studies suggest it improves sleep quality by calming the nervous system and reducing those nighttime leg cramps. So if your legs feel tight, if you struggle to get stronger even with exercise, or if you've noticed you're walking slower, a D3 deficiency could be dragging down your recovery every single night. Fix this one habit and your muscles might finally get the fuel they need to repair. But that brings us to the most powerful vitamin of all, the one most seniors have never even thought about. It doesn't just support strength. It helps reverse years of muscle loss, supports collagen repair, and reactivates muscle memory even after age 70. Number 1 is vitamin K2. This is the vitamin almost no seniors talking about, but it might be the strongest nutrient for rebuilding leg strength fast. Now, I'm not talking about K1, the clotting vitamin found in spinach. This is K2, and it works deep inside your bones and muscles to restore what aging is stealing. If you are over 60 and your legs feel weak, achy, or wobbly, if your knees crack when you stand, or your calves feel like rubber bands by lunchtime, there is a good chance your body is starving for K2. So what does K2 actually do? Simply put, it's the traffic cop for calcium. It tells calcium to go where it belongs into your bones and keeps it out of your arteries, joints, and soft tissues. Without K2, calcium gets lost. It stiffens your blood vessels, builds up in your joints, and hardens your soft tissue. That is why seniors with low K2 often have weak bones and tight, aching legs at the same time. Their calcium is in the wrong place. But here is what most people don't know. K2 is also critical for turning on muscle repair genes. In a 2021 study published in Nutrients, researchers gave older adults a daily dose of K2 and tracked their strength. Within just 8 weeks, participants showed a 21% increase in quadricep strength and a 31% improvement in standing balance. That isn't just a supplement boost. That is real muscle activation. And the results were best in those who took it before bed when bones and muscles rebuild the fastest. K2 also works as a team with vitamin D3. D3 opens the door for calcium to get into your bloodstream. K2 makes sure it ends up in your bones, not in your joints or arteries. Without enough K2, D3 can actually cause issues by moving calcium around with no direction. That's why some seniors who take only D3 still suffer from stiffness or worsening joint pain. The missing link is almost always K2. There is more. K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which stimulates bone formation while also boosting glucose metabolism inside your muscles. That is critical, especially for seniors dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or poor circulation. In a clinical trial from Aging and Disease, seniors who took K2 showed better blood sugar control and better leg endurance during walking tests. And when taken before bed, it supported overnight energy replenishment in the muscles, meaning stronger legs the next day without soreness. But here is the problem. K2 is hard to find in modern diets. It's mostly in fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, and certain organ meats. Unless you are eating those every day, you probably aren't getting enough. Supplementing with MK7, which is the most absorbable form of K2, is your best bet, especially at night. MK7 stays in your system longer, which means more consistent calcium regulation and better muscle support while you sleep. Taking K2 before bed gives your bones and muscles the exact signal they need to rebuild. It's like flipping the switch on your body's repair factory. And if you are already taking D3, K2 is the key that unlocks its true potential. So if your legs feel weak, if stairs are harder than they used to be, or if you have knee or calf pain that wasn't there a year ago, it is time to add K2. This one vitamin could be the reason your muscles haven't bounced back, why your strength hasn't returned, and why your legs feel like they are losing the fight against time. Now let's break down exactly how you can start using these three vitamins in your routine step by step without any stress or confusion. Timing, the right form, and consistency are everything. When you do this right, you can support stronger legs starting tonight. Start with vitamin B12. Since digestion gets weaker with age, the best form is sublingual methylcobalamin. That means a small tablet you place under your tongue to dissolve. No swallowing required. Take this about 30 minutes before bed, ideally on an empty stomach or at least 2 hours after dinner. That gives your body time to absorb it straight into the blood without food getting in the way. Set an alarm on your phone or keep the bottle next to your toothbrush so it becomes part of your nightly ritual. If you are new to B12, start with 1,000 micrograms daily and just watch your energy, balance, and sleep quality over the next few weeks. Next up is vitamin D3. You want to pick a soft gel or capsule with at least 2,000 international units of cholecalciferol, which is the natural form your body makes from the sun. Because D3 is fat-soluble, take it with a little fat source in the evening, like a spoonful of almond butter, a few nuts, or a small piece of cheese. Don't take it with a huge meal, as heavy digestion before bed can mess with your sleep and slow down absorption. Ideally, take D3 about 20 to 30 minutes before you sleep. You can take it right alongside your B12. Keep it simple. Put the bottle on your nightstand or by your evening tea so you don't have to think about it. Finally, add in vitamin K2. Look specifically for the MK7 form, ideally a dose of 100 to 200 micrograms. This version stays active in your body longer and works hand in hand with D3. Take it at the exact same time as your D3 dose. They work better as a pair, especially overnight when your bones and muscles are in repair mode. You don't need a full meal, but again, a small fat-based snack can help it absorb. If you are already on a calcium supplement or eat calcium-rich foods during the day, K2 helps ensure that calcium goes to the right place while you sleep. If you are on other medications, always space these vitamins at least 1 hour apart from any prescription drugs, unless your doctor tells you otherwise. Most seniors find it easiest to make a little bedtime tray, a glass of water, your 3 supplements, and maybe a journal or warm herbal tea. The key is consistency. These nutrients won't fix everything overnight, but over days and weeks, they help reset your recovery system and restore your legs' natural strength from the inside out. So starting tonight, follow this simple order: B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2 together with a tiny snack. All taken 30 minutes before bed. Keep it quiet, keep it easy, and let your body do what it has been waiting to do. Heal, repair, and rebuild your legs while you sleep. So once you have your nightly routine down B12, D3, and K2 with a small snack, it's time to take it one step further. Because even though these vitamins are potent, a few simple tweaks to your daily rhythm can help your body absorb them better, rebuild faster, and wake up with stronger legs in less time. Let's walk through 3 extra habits that silently speed up everything you're trying to do without adding more pills or complicated steps. First, hydrate on purpose, not just when you feel thirsty. Most seniors underestimate how much dehydration weakens their legs. When you are low on fluids, your blood gets thick, circulation slows down, and muscle cells struggle to soak up nutrients. Even if you take the right vitamins, without enough water, B12 can't get to your nerves. D3 won't get where it needs to go, and K2 can't move calcium effectively. That dull ache in your legs at night? It might not be aging, it could just be dehydration. A study in the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration caused a 14% drop in leg endurance and delayed nighttime muscle recovery by hours. The fix isn't to chug water all at once. It's to sip steadily all day long. Aim for a glass every 90 minutes while you're awake. You can add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water is boring, and stop drinking 1 hour before bed so you aren't up all night using the bathroom. Hydration sounds basic, but when you pair it with your nighttime vitamins, it becomes a secret weapon for stronger legs. Second, let's talk about food timing. If your last meal is heavy, full of starch, or packed with sugar, your body spends the whole night digesting instead of rebuilding. That is a missed opportunity for muscle repair, especially after 60. Digestion slows down in the evening, and that late-night rice, bread, or dessert can quietly increase inflammation in your legs and block the benefits of D3 and K2. One study from clinical nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high-sugar or carb-heavy dinner after 7 p.m. had double the rate of nighttime muscle stiffness and 38% less efficient nutrient absorption while sleeping. The takeaway? Keep your last meal light. A palm-sized piece of protein like grilled chicken or a boiled egg, plus some greens or veggies, is plenty. Then give your body at least 2 hours to process that before you take your supplements. That quiet time lets the vitamins work while you rest. You will not only wake up with less leg pain, but your digestion and sleep will likely get better too. Third, and maybe the most underrated tip, move your legs gently before bed. This isn't a workout, it's about circulation. When you engage your leg muscles with just a few minutes of movement, you turn on the blood flow that delivers B12, D3, and K2 to your muscle tissue. That means less soreness in the morning and more visible strength gains over time. Try this before you get into bed. Do 10 seated leg extensions, a few ankle circles, or stand up and slowly raise your heels off the floor 10 times. These tiny movements tell your nervous system that your legs are active, alive, and ready to heal. A 2021 study in geriatric rehabilitation found that seniors who did just 5 minutes of light leg movement before sleep saw a 22% increase in nighttime blood flow to their legs and reported less cramping, less stiffness, and better balance in just 10 days. You don't need a gym, just a chair, a wall, or the edge of your bed. These 3 steps, steady hydration, a lighter dinner, and 5 minutes of leg movement aren't magic. But when you stack them with your nightly dose of B12, D3, and K2, they create the perfect environment for real recovery, not just temporary relief. Real measurable change. That is how you take control of your legs, your strength, and your mobility one night at a time. So there you have it. 3 vitamins, 3 silent deficiencies, and 3 powerful ways to rebuild leg strength fast without painkillers, extreme exercise, or risky meds. Vitamin B12 to repair the nerves and bring back that connection. Vitamin D3 to fuel muscle growth and calm inflammation. And vitamin K2 to redirect calcium, turn on muscle genes, and reverse years of silent muscle breakdown. You don't need more noise, more guessing, or more pills that don't work. You need action backed by science. And it starts tonight before bed because that is when your body's ready to rebuild, but it can't do it without the right tools. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you take any of these vitamins before bed, or are you going to start tonight? Please drop your answer in the comments. I read and reply to every single one. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more real health solutions designed for seniors. Your legs carry you through life. Let's make sure they stay strong for the years ahead. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.